Hi, Moraid. What a fantastic initiative this is. It makes me so proud to be Irish that you're putting forward something like this. And the initiative is so important to me and young Europeans that you motivated to make this video. So thank you, truly. It's something I'd never do. The EU is at a crossroads right now. You have decided to be world leaders in regulation. Imagine that, being a world leader of regulation as opposed to innovation and education, a world leader of stop signs, quelling entrepreneurial spirits, and actively stifling innovative technology, bending the knee to central bankers and the desires of the power hungry elite. The reasons crypto has exploded are many. Number one, freedom. The longing to be free is at humanity's core. We don't want a small group of very powerful people in control of every aspect of our daily lives. It isn't sustainable, and these institutions are provably corrupt. Christine Lagarde is the president of the ECB, and she is a convicted criminal who can arbitrarily affect the lives of billions of people by printing money and raising rates, create boom and bust cycles, and then laugh about it on television as people go hungry. CBDCs and a digital euro are an Orwellian nightmare. And hopefully, you can see how programmable money, when controlled by a very few powerful people, is incredibly dangerous and a slippery slope. It requires absolute trust in a central authority. And we're seeing, for good reason, the death of trust in central authority around the world. Decentralized networks fix this. You don't need to trust anyone to participate. You don't need anyone's permission to participate. There are no financial intermediaries able to block the transaction or freeze your accounts because they don't like your political stance, your ethnicity, your age, etc. No one can arbitrarily increase the supply. Inflation, number two. Inflation is touted by some economists to be good for economic growth. Economic growth, as measured by numbers on a screen, at the low cost of drastically widening the gap between the rich and the poor, and worsening the lives of the majority of people living on our planet. When the world was on the gold standard, many rose from poor to middle class, and the middle class became wealthy. Money was a store of value, as it should be. People should be able to save for a rainy day, to save to start a business, to save for college, to save to make the life that they want for themselves and their loved ones. Inflation de-incentivizes saving and encourages spending. The only problem is the poor and the middle classes need to hold fiat for their daily necessities, while the rich can buy assets to hedge against the insane inflation that we're seeing now. So they are consistently being stolen from. Even a low rate of inflation like the target 2% corrupts and warps society. Fix the money, fix the world. Number three, the lack of regulation. Yes, there are frauds and scammers aplenty in crypto, but there has also been incredible innovation that shouldn't be ignored. It's only been allowed to happen because of the lack of regulation. Some of these innovative startups wouldn't have been able to afford to build a compliant KYC AML stack and so on. They've just built these amazing things through code that everyone can use, and they've built them in an incredibly short period of time. Educate, don't regulate. We can teach people to be financially responsible, think critically, analyze opportunities. Free markets allow for quality to naturally sift to the top. Hard regulation de-incentivizes builders and innovators. They'll move elsewhere and Europe will lose them. Crypto is building a better and more fair financial world and political world. Europe should encourage and embrace it, not attempt to control it. This leads me to why I said Europe is at a crossroads. Whether you adopt a pro-crypto stance now or not now doesn't matter to the long-term success of crypto and decentralization. America will yet again become the global leader in innovation, and giant crypto companies will move and build there as opposed to Europe. Embracing Web3 is Europe's last chance at securing a global competitive advantage, and I'll include Patrick Hansen's excellent thread on the reasons why in this post. I understand that I'm disqualified from the competition because I could not condense this to under a minute. What matters more to me is being heard by someone who might be able to make a change. So, thank you.